So my question goes to Oscar as well. You have said something very interesting, that the private sector says that they are not around to save the world. How do we address that philosophy? Because it's actually very real. So how do we address this at a large scale to sort that issue? Asante.
Tragedy of the commons is when people who are not directly involved in causing particular problems are actually suffering because of those problems, because someone else enacted them. It's a situation that we see as the case you have given for Nairobi River. It's a very clear-cut situation. We see it's happening in Kenya. Why? Because we have what we call the polluter pay principles. We have NEMA enforces the polluter pay regulations, but if you go along Nairobi River, the businesses that actually spew effluent into them, they are very confident that even if they do nothing in their power to address it, the amount that they're going to be charged as penalty is less than the amount they would have spent complying. So now that is a gap between the business and the regulator, and we need to have joint conversations to have that bridged, because at the end of the day, the polluter needs to pay, and they need to pay harshly for the kind of things that they cause communities to suffer. Businesses talking about not our business to save the world, that originated from the point of how does sustainability impact our balance sheets? What does it do to our bottom line? So if the person sitting in finance does not understand it, they most likely are not going to approve even what you would call a socially responsible initiative. So again, it behoves the sustainability or ESG professionals in the organizations to find a way to communicate that. But I am glad that as from next year, 2027, public interest entities are going to be required to undertake those non-financial disclosures, okay? Mandatorily, and I think ISPAC is at the center of ensuring such kinds of compliance, and I'm sure with the trajectory that Kenya takes in regulations, that is going to trickle down even to non-public interest entity companies, and that might help solve the problem. But it's not a conversation that we are likely to stop hearing, because at the end of the day, it's still going to be difficult to get an organization to solve issues to do with maybe community hunger if their business does not directly impact or is not directly impacted by that community situation. So it all falls down on materiality and what's essential for business continuity.